legendary Francois K in the mix on Electroshock.
So she sends me out.
Запомни, если хочешь делать деньги, приходи работать для меня.
Where can I get?
Oh, yokel, there you are. Okay.
Glad.
Come on, let's go for a walk, okay?
Right.
Okay, come on.
I don't even like That's a good.
Where are we going?
To my car.
Why?
Because of your cousin owed me a lot of money, and until he pays me, you're fresh off the boat. Yokel, ass is mine. What the fuck you mean, why?
Hey, you are a pretty relaxed guy, huh, Vlad?
Come on. Подвинься, старая ведьма. Come on, yokel.
What's wrong with you? You gonna jump me?
No, I had a late night last night. Spent it with Mikhail.
Great.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's
So who the hell is Mikhail?
Hey,
Mikhail's the
watch it,
man.
buddy. What the hell's that guy?
Shit, my nose is bleeding. Is my nose bleeding?
No, not yet.
Fuck this. Come on. Wait! I'm walking here. Let's go. Damn city, always trying to run you down, huh?
Hey man, can I borrow
Get a
$1?
job,
Hey,
you deadbeat
give me
truckhead.
just a little change, man.
Man, where do these people get off? Like I'm gonna pay for their drug habits. Well, say something. You're so fucking laid back. Moron, come on. Want some? Good.
We walked all the way over here so you could snort coke?
No, listen. That's better. Huh? That's better. Man, Mikhail gets the good stuff. It's got some laxative in it, though. Gives you a stomach problem.
Nice detail.
Yeah, listen, where were we?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So, I need you to head up to Duke's and get a car for me. It's a silver blister, and it's parked in the projects by EIC subway station, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
You got keys?
No, yokel. I need you to take the car. Asshole owes Mikhail some money. Take his car instead, huh?
We gonna drive over there?
What?
Are we gonna drive over there?
No. You're gonna take the train, buddy. You think I wanna be in the car with a peasant? Come on. I'm gonna go meet somebody. Have a little
Okay.
party.
Fine. Have fun, dickhead. Llévelo listo. Forgive me, but I did this.
No, please! Nice area.
Not fucking funny.
Now we lose my deposit.
Hold on.
Nice ass. Cut flaps. I know you ain't got it in you. You know I know you ain't hurting nothing. Hey, sorry, man.
Come on, get up. Don't make me kill you.
Hey, watch it. Dispatch, call the meat wagon. Cover me!
Stay down.
Officer down! Oh, my ass! Look at that shit stain myself!
You stay down there. You want to die or what?
Don't give me
I'm
no
not
reason
going
to
to think
stop and
twice
search!
about using this.
I am hungry and pissed off! Do not make me use this! Shots him come here! Jesus fucking Christ!
I warn you. I don't mind if you die.
Want me to use this? Son of a bitch!
Stay calm.
Wow, what a mess!
Don't
Human
be an
waste
idiot.
dead ahead! Tits off.
Think for a
There he
second.
is! Can't stand it anymore! I got
Excuse
him!
me?
Say your prayers.
Stay down there.
Shit! Why does
You want
this
to
always
die?
happen to me? We gonna find
on,
him. We
friend.
gotta split up. He's got a grip.
Now don't be a prick.
Shot! Shit! That fucking hurt! Police! Oh no! I ain't getting into that.
One won't lose until I do, which I won't cause I don't retreat. I run you over like a truck and leave you dead. You don't fight me, attack me in battle. Why? I don't need your respect, cause I got it, got it.
Nico, it's Packy. How about we go see a show?
Okay, man, I could catch a show. I'll pick you up in the next hour.
You're a saint, Nico. I'll wait for you.
In an ancient land, Dragon Brain.
Generations and a million orcs will storm these lands, and the CGI bill will be apocalyptic.
How can I possibly rise up and conquer evil without a montage? I'll be the furry talking sidekick to spew one-liners while I chop off heads.
Don't lose your head! We shall spin gold out of this drill. Prepare to sit through a 4-hour
All right, Nico, we're good to go.
So franchise rights to the
What's up, Nico?
Well, not much, you know. Problems, solutions. Usual sort of thing.
You sound just like Jerry when you said that, all cagey and thoughtful, like I might be wearing a wire.
I don't think you're wearing a wire. My English can be a bit bad.
Sure. But you're like Jerry. Combination of crazy maniac and thoughtful, controlled guy.
Thanks, I think. I was like Jerry.
I remember one night years ago, a bit after my dad died, he came home covered in blood, like he'd been rolling around the floor of an abattoir. Must have killed someone, I guess. I never found out. And he had this weird look in his eyes, like he was possessed.
Yeah?
Yeah, Kate saw the whole scene, him insane, like ripped a man's throat out, blood everywhere. Showering, burning clothes. I think that was when she realized just what we were like. She was young then. She was never quite the same after that. No. Well, it must have been hard realizing your brothers kill people. It wasn't hard for me, but I always knew what life was like.
They want me
just over there. Jesus!
And now, Mr. Ricky Gervais.
Oh, thank you. Hi. Wow, thank you very much. What a lovely welcome. As you know, I do a lot of charity work. But in all honesty, I think that some causes are more worthy than others. Obviously, cancer is a very worthy cause. AIDS is a very worthy cause. But I got asked to do a benefit gig recently for sufferers of obesity. What? Sufferers of obesity. I said, you mean fat people? She went, no, because well, she actually went, no, because she was eating. So she went, obesity is disease. Oh, no, it's not, is it? No, it's not. You just like eating, don't you? How is that a disease? Oh, I'm so fucking ill. Oh, I am well ill. I went, what's the disease? She went, everything tastes good. Everything. Not salads. It's not a disease. Leprosy is a disease. Can you imagine Jesus in the temple? People coming up to him in bandages going, Jesus, my flesh is falling off. And he goes, I can't stop now. There's a fat woman over there on her third pie. I saw a documentary about a woman who was 350 pounds because she ate 10 pie and chips a day. That'll do it. 10 pie and chips a day. 10 separate meals, 10 separate trips to the chip shop. In a cab. Didn't even walk that. Wasted calories. So in this documentary, they wired her jaw together to try and stop her eating. So she liquidized 10 pie and chips a day. Pie smoothies. Now she's not even chewing. That used up 10 calories. So they took her to hospital to give her that operation where they staple your stomach together. And she was sitting there in hospital, looking all depressed. Well, you can't eat for an hour before an operation, can you? And she went, it's a dangerous operation, but it's the only option left. Huh? One, jogging. Oh, you don't even walk. Salads? You don't like salads? Okay. 9 pie and chips a day? That's a start, isn't it? They make excuses, don't they, fat people? They say things like, it's glandular. It's not glandular, it's greed. It's big bones. Yeah, big bones covered in meat and gravy. Unbelievable. Always complain. Oh, aeroplane seats. They're not big enough for someone like me. No, they're not. Because if they were, we'd get 12 fucking people on the plane. It's not fair. It is fair. You ate too much. And if we're talking about fairness and aeroplanes, why is it that I get the same luggage allowance as a guy who's 400 pounds? We're both allowed 32 kilograms on the plane. I want to go, no, he used up his 32 kilograms on his tits. Thanks very much. Good night. Enjoy your meals. Not you. You've had enough.
Pride, the Horde. Before, deodorant was all about stopping you smelling. No longer. Now, it's about turning you into a raging beast. Wear the Horde. Turn any party into a wild affair. With just one spray, women will be tearing the clothes off your back. Just like in your loneliest fantasies. Wear the Horde. Finally.
Sorry about that.
Just for you. Just wonderful music. Independence FM.
You can never get tired of this next song. Too senile to remember any of the best times of your life. Let's think about that while we both listen to a song.
Throw your soldiers into positions whence there is no escape, and they will prefer death to flight.
Jesus Christ! Good to see you, Nico. Give me a call.
敵へ確認しました。
second day, Fury stands in flames. Half the convoy sunk or disabled, heading back to shore. But below the North Atlantic, on the bottom of the sea, oh, second night in the darkest hour, the Kriegsmarine returns. The wolf had surfaced for a second time to make the convoy face its fate. No, no, no! To their own shore, in the World War II, standing and leading the New West. In their own track, came the wolf that bleeds like the convoy into the hornet's nest. Under fire, underwater, May 42, and Fury defend the test. To their own shore, came the World War II, standing and leading them into death. Contact and lead them. U-9 force goes a kill in the dark. 124 sinking 4 into approaches. 406 suffers failure on launch. U-569 makes the contact and lead them. U-9 force goes a kill in the dark. U-124 sinking 4 into approaches. 406 suffers failure on launch again. In the wrong track, came the wolf pack. Led the convoy into the hornet's nest. To the own shore came the World War Bleeds and they have in the New West. In their own track came the wolf pack. Led the convoy into the hornet's nest. Under fire, underwater, May 42, and Fury defend the test. To their own shore came the World War Bleeds and they have leading them into death. Don't know what's waiting down there. causeway in the long route back, convoy 92. Buriges and Ingham leading, tankers to the west. And upon the North Atlantic lie the silence of the seas. And on the quietest night, in the darkest hour, the Kriegsmarine appear. Above the surface it seems white and calm. Deep down below the wolfpack lurks. No, no, no! To their own shore, in the world war leaves standing and leading the new west. In their own track, in the wolfpack leaves and the convoy into the hornet's nest. The second day, Fury stands in flames. Half the convoy sunk or disabled, heading back to shore. But below the North Atlantic, on the bottom of the sea, oh, second night, in the darkest hour, the Kriegsmarine returns. The wolf had surfaced for the second time, to make the convoy face its fate. No, no, no! To their own shore, in the world war leaves standing and leading the new west. In their own track, in the wolfpack leads led the convoy into the hornet's nest. Under fire, underwater, made 42 and Fury defend the test. To their own shore, in the world war leaves standing and leading them into death. Contact the leader, U9 force, cause a kill in the dark. 124 sinking 4 into approaches. 406 suffers failure on launch. U569 makes the contact the leader. U9 force was a kill in the dark. U124 sinking 4 into approaches. 406 suffers failure on launch again. In the wrong track, came the wolfpack. Let the convoy into the hornet's nest. To the own shore, in the world war leaves and Ingham leading the new west. In their own track, in the wolfpack leaves let the convoy into the hornet's nest. Under fire, underwater, May 42 and Fury defend the test. To their own shore, in the world war leaves and Ingham leading them into death. Don't know what's waiting down there. battering rams. Artillery leading our way. A million grenades has been launched. The Nazis must pay for their crimes. The wings of their eagles been broken. Marshals shook on soldiers, certainly Berlin on the plate. Disregard the losses the city's asked to take. Altero dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique interimo, the Reich has fallen. The price of our war must be paid. Millions of lives has been lost. The price must be paid by the men that started the war in the 30s. The spring of the year 45, the year when the Nazis will fall. We're inside the gates of Berlin, the beak of the eagle's been broken. Comrades, Stalin soldiers, Cerny is head on the plate. Disregard the losses the eagle's lands asked to take. Altero dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique interimo, the Reich has fallen.
Roman, what's up? You want to go drinking like we did in the old days?
Hopefully the booze will not make me lose my sight in one eye like that stuff back home. Get me in next hour.
Cousin, I shall be there soon.
cousin. Let's move. What's wrong with you? What the shit? The cops! Young men are dying. They pay the price. Oh, they suffer. So tell me what's the price of Nico, this is just the place. I hear it is filled with girls with low self-esteem.
I'm not exactly sober. I better not be driving.
Nico, it's the pigs! Ah, is this where we eat, cousin? Let's do it.
You've heard enough people for one lifetime.
That served its purpose, cousin. My stomach is full.
You looking for trouble?
Be careful, long way from home, pay the price in your last life. March to the beat, it's an army in despair. Knee deep in
Наполнили рюмки водкой. Here comes Miss Bluesy St. John.
Hi. Welcome. Yeah. You ready for some modern blues? How about a little jazz? I love jazz. It's like four guys all playing a different song and you're right in the middle, feeling slightly confused, awkward, and violated. You ready? How you all doing tonight? Yeah, me, I'm doing great, just great. That's because, like most Americans, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Medicaid. Oh yes, I Medicaid, yeah. Well, I used to do the hard shit, but now it's a prescription, baby. A prescription. It takes my worries away. It's utopia. I feel lethargic and I don't care. Because I don't feel no pain thanks to my pills. I feel fine, fine, fine. I just can't operate heavy machinery. No way. I can't get me a job on the railroads. That's why I got the blues. Well, I went down to Mississippi. Yeah, Mississippi. You been there? #1 in the blues, but 50th in education. But my pill is orange, and the pharmacy ran out, and my anxiety came back. You know when your heart gets turned inside out and you feel like you're gonna die? Imagine that on a chemical level. Well, I'm a soccer mom with bad nerves, and my kid is gonna fail, and my garden ain't pretty enough. So I went to the shop and got me a gun and shot this other soccer mom in the head for laughing at my SUV, saying it was an old model. Man, it felt so bad. Well, that's the blues, that's the blues, yeah. Suburban homicide. You feeling me, ladies and gentlemen? Well, then my husband told me he never loved me, but I upped the dose and now I feel great. Yeah, that's right. I Medicaid. Thank you, you all. You've all been great. Liberty City, best audience in the world. I love you. Thank you.
Miss Bluesy St. John! No touching self in the audience, please. Now, welcome to Perestroika stage, incredible Kleinman!
Guns, ladies and gentlemen, are the backbone of our democracy. They are what make us American. They are our best friends and our worst enemies. Shit! But tonight, I will be their master. My whorish assistant, the lovely Laurel, will take her revenge on me. She will take this pistol and fire it at me, and I will catch the bullet with my teeth. Impossible? Yes, but it can be done. Laurel, ready the pistol. Show the audience it is loaded. Shit. Kids, do not try this at home. Laurel, back up a few feet. Take aim. And fire!
Holy shit! Keep calm! Don't leave! Don't call the police! We have doctor and broker!
Что ли тот, кто кричал «Я свободен», не понимая глупости слов? Я видел тебя и тех уродин с торчащими остриями соснов. Я слышу безличие, мертвенный запах, а нас ноги на ногу толпами мнется. Чудовище рабства с дерьмом на лапах, свиньей фарфоровой разобьется. Когда хоть кто-то, пусть даже один, устанет от скованной души боли, свобода, скрученная в серпантин, вытянется струною воли.
I didn't sign up for this, cousin. What gives?
Yo, it's me again.
Oh, bloody hell, we gotta go do a commercial.
From the people who brought you the Domestibuy, we proudly present El Chamuco Roboto. It's the robotic future from south of the border.
Politicians aliens leave the country, but I want a Mexican gardener I can ogle.
El Chamuco Roboto. You little devil. The illegal immigrant mower who's also a robot.
I used to pick up illicit gardeners at the Home Depot, but then the conservatives cracked down on our freedoms.
Chill, man!
Actually, that's get out of here. He can mow the lawn, if you know what I mean. Comes with 6 different attachments: edges, clips, and mows special designs like a lightning bolt, landing strip, or danger. Nasty infection ahead.
My life will never feel empty and devoid of meaning again.
El Chamuco Roboto really puts the patronizing races back into patronizing racial stereotypes. Visit elchamucoroboto.com.
This is true.
Man,
this is fast! I can feel the fuel!
What is music, really? Can you define it? What it does inside?
Top Gun Radio.
Top Gun.
Man, stop that! I'm going to puke! He deserved it!
Position of our foes. This battlefield's been chosen, technically in advance. Time to run our haters.
Oh, is that right? Thanks!
Midway. We meet at midway.
You drive like I enjoyed that, Nico. We should do it again soon.
What's up, man? How about we get some food?
How can I say no to that boy? You're a fucking player and you know it. Pick me up in the next hour, man.
Nice one, Brucey. See you then.
The science of crime is back for another season.
And he was a devil. Plays guitar, roommates, multiple wives, threesomes. This is serious.
They're not detectives or scientists, but they act like they are.
They're crime scene cops that take matters into their own hands. These guys are so smart.
Hey, NB, let's roll.
So, man, I was in the doctor's office, waiting to go in and have some shots in my forehead and lips, right? So I'm sitting there, and I'm reading one of those women's magazines. You know the ones I mean.
Sure, Brucey. The ones that gave the teenage girls of America low self-esteem and eating disorders.
Yeah, right? Well, what would we do without them, right? Anyway, there was this article about bitches digging guys who don't work out. I mean, what the fuck, man? What's that?
Takes all sorts. People got different tastes.
You believe that shit, right? You believe that shit. Girls like poor guys too, right? Whatever. You crack me up, man. That's just rumor made up by guys who don't got the bots, bro. That's it.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought people had different opinions.
Look, when a bitch sees you all cut standing there just out of the shower, water's dripping down your abs, your veins are popping out because you're jacked, and your towel is like slung real low, they see that shit. It's just more interesting, bro. Bitches like hard, straight lines. They don't like flat, all right? I'll show you a picture I took this morning when I got out of the shower. You'll see what I mean.
I'm all right, Brucey. I'm really all right.
Nah, not my usual style, but whatever. Fun. Did you see how those women were looking at me, man?
No.
They were hellcats. Hunters. Cougars, baby. Just like me.
Vain? Drug addict? Full of plastic?
Oh, man, shut up. Just shut up. Why are you always so negative, bro? Winners are never negative.
Oh boy. I definitely should be walking home.
Winners are never negative. I'm a positive person. I'm the best. I'm unstoppable. I'm genetically different, man. That's my vibe, and I'm sticking to it. I fucking love you, man.
Where you going? You're not coming back from it.
really my style, man. Good times, homie. Good times. See you soon. And do some crunches, man, for God's sake. Shit.
I can't even read the paper anymore. I know.
Well, what do we have here?
I am so sick of worrying about terrorism.
That's right.
Excuse me.
Coming through.
Roman, it's Nico. I need the cab.
Wait.
Some oversight coming through.
Fudge knocker! Oh my God! No, no!
Please don't shoot.
I don't think you're going to need this.
Oh yeah, it's on. Welcome to L. Take it to the station of classic shit. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Forgive me. Only in this country do they let blind people drive.
Following huge success in the United States, crystal meth producers are looking to get a stronger foothold in Europe over the next 2 to 5 years.
It's the perfect time to expand into Europe. Heroin's on the decline. The ecstasy bubbles burst. And coke's boring. Meth is the #1 drug in America for a reason. The Europeans will love it. They already stay up all night listening to shitty music and fucking.
We all do.
Our America's Weasel News. Los Santos Hunger Strike has entered its 8th year as rail-thin socialites and Vinewood elite waste away in an attempt to be the skinniest city in America. Experts say it's the rigorous schedule of appearances, talk shows, and snorting rows of blow that has many celebrities forgetting to eat or using the old two-finger salute to bring up that steak tartare. Weasel News. This is Weasel News.
Founded by a venture capitalist, invested in by hedge funds, run by... This is the future of the entertainment industry. Independence FM.
Yeah, I'm busy. Call me back.
My car!
Fuck me.
let blind people drive.
That's fantastic! Life is so bloody spontaneous these days.
Independence FM. From the place that's the most free in the world. Liberty City, USA.
Here's one that will help me forget that I've destroyed my liver trying to convince myself I'm not worthless.
On kauniina muistona Karjalamaa, mutta vieläkin syömässä soinahtaa, kun soittajan sormista kuulla saa.
Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Se polkka taas menneitä mieleen tuo, ja se outoa kaiputa rintaan luo. Ei soittaja haitarin soida suo.
Säkkijärven polkkaa. Nuoren ja vanhan se tanssiin vie.
Ei sille polkalle vertailee.
Sen kanssa on vaikka Mieron tie. Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Siinä on liplatuslaineitten.
Siinä on huojunta honkien.
Karjala soi, kaikki tietää sen.
Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Tule tyttöni kanssani tanssi, kun polki irti selkähtää. Oi hevosurku ja hammasta.
Meiltä on pois, mutta jäi toki sentään polkka. Kun rakkaan rannat on jääneet taan, niin vieressä kulkija lohdunsa. Kun kuuntelee soittoa kaihoisaa, Säkkijärven polkkaa. Se polkka on vain mutta sellainen, että tielle se johtavi muistojen. On sointuna Karjalan kaunoisen, Säkkijärven polkkaa. Nuoren ja vanhan se tanssii vie.
Ei sille polkalle vertailee.
Sen kanssa on vaikka Mieron tie.
Säkkijärven polkka. Siinä on liplatuslaineitten.
Siinä on huojunta honkien.
Karjala soi, kaikki tietää sen.
Säkkijärven polkkaa.
Tule tyttöni kanssani tanssi, kun polkkani herkästi helkähtää. Voi hevosurko ja hammasta kuntoon, kun se on ihmesi suurempi pää. Tule tyttöni kanssani tanssiin, niin meillä on riemuja surinansa.
Säkkijärvi se meiltä on pois, mutta jäi toki sentään polkka. Kun rakkaimmat rannat on jääneet taa, niin vieraissa kulkija lohdunsa. Kuuntelee soittoa kaivoissa, Säkkijärven polkkaa. Se polkka on vain mutta sellainen, että tielle se johtavi muistojen. On soittuna Karjalan kaunoisen, Säkkijärven polkka.
In a study sponsored by
Forgive me, I'm sorry.
say that gambling releases the same amount of endorphins as exercise. Each hand of poker has the same medical benefits as a jog or a game of tennis. As proof that gambling encourages longevity, they point to the statistical fact that most casinos are full of old people.
What would you do if you won the lottery instead of being a loser listening to the radio?
You want to bowl? Choose a lane!
I'm on my way.
Just can't break. So say you help me, mama, 'cause it's getting so hard. Oh, now I can't keep you, mama, but I know you're always there. You listen, you touch me, mama.
bugbear.
敵へ確認しました。敵へ確認しました。
When will my luck turn? I'll take that. Hey, at least I got the spare.
敵へ確認しました。
That's okay for me. Man, I suck. I'll take that. A spare!
敵へ確認しました。
Bit lucky, but I'll take it.
Show
Jacob, it's me, Nico. You got time for a game of pool?
Yeah, man, everything great now, man. You don't know. Build up later, road boy.
Cool, Jacob. I'll be there in a bit.
Let's go, Star. Man, you say you're cold, you know, Rasta, you're cold. Okay, my brother, make we play some pool now. Hey, yo, what?
I said 2 times a Massive B radio. Bobby Connor's on your box. I say is on your box.
It's Nico's turn for break.
That's where it's gone. That's what it is. This is worldwide. Let's go, Borough Banton. My brother from a different mother. That's what I said. Borough, talk to them.
Borough Banton, madder than them, 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 madder than them.
Give me the mix again. Liberty City, stand up.
Shit.
Madder than them, 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 madder than them.
Massive B radio, one more time. I said Borough Banton, one more time, bro. Let's go, let's go.
Madder than them, 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 madder than them.
All right, boy, you're the veteran.
Madder than them,
let's go.
madder than them,
Liberty City, Massive B, here we go.
Better than them and grow rougher than them. All them a move and a go and you know what me say. The trend me bad, wicker than them, me dress slicker than them. Me a the leaf, me a the road, me a the branch, me a the stem. What take them, the band and a two-band legend. Enter the business, them the 5 and that.
Shit, Rasta.
What them, with bomb scan. With Beanie and Bunsy watch Josh children. If you think I like go ask the generals, can me use the DJ Serama from 10 till 10. Forget not Jarrow until the niggle is bent.
My turn, isn't it?
Quicker than them, me dress slicker than them. Me a the leaf, me a the road, me a the branch, me a the step. Me stand up like Daniel in a the lion den. Walk alone, that me say me no walk with men. Any boy me no rate, me no chat up to them. Girl me no like, can't be me girlfriend. Machine me no borrow, machine me no lend. Me lock the clock and mass the den. Fi save the children. War obstacles, barriers and problem. If a cloud violate, you know and get condemned. Cause me better than them, grow rougher than them. All them a move and a go and you know what me say. The trend me born, wicker than them. Me dress slicker than them. Me a the leaf, me a the road, me a the branch, me a the state. From the day me born, say me a gangster for them. Some talking out them, them is no problem. Stand up out the road. from my friends. Like them want take this strike out and me pants then. Jaja and me guide Selassie and me confident. Me earning all the dollars, them accumulating cents. So hyping up themselves, them don't have no sense. And me rolling in the street and the providence. Me bad at
Chop, get familiar. Masterpiece Radio, Bobby Cotton. Chopper, what's poppin'? Let's go one more time.
Hey, Chopper, what's that? Bang, bada, bang.
All my Liberty City family, stand up right now.
Ding, 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 ding.
We say the best city in the world.
Bang, bada, bang, and bada, bang, bang, bada, bang. Ring, ding, 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 gang, gang. Bang, 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 bada, bang, bang. Shuba, hey, Chopper, what's that? Set it off. When Chopper chop come, them off is set it off. Poor people on the way, tell them to let it off. Y'all the stress on the burden, we'll get it off. Ow, Chopper, set it off. When Chopper chop come, them off is set it off. Poor people on the way, tell them to let There it you off. go. Y'all the stress on the burden, we'll get it off. Ow. Now see if the run is while the tigers get them out, don't stop it. Yo, destruction take the wicked and get the most of it. Ah, corruption of my promoter, them most of it. Chopper come fi burn them out, just take down. The one that eat them like storm, can't get the most of it. Cause the blessing it, no come true, no bounce
Jam it.
of it. It flow up the river, Nile and the coast of it. And me go El King to far ride the house of it. Tell them set it off. When Chopper chop come, them up set it off. Poor people on the way, tell them to let it off. Yo, the stress on the burger, we'll get it off. Dang.
Set
it off. When Chopper chop come, them up set it off. Poor people on the way, tell them to let it off. Yo, the stress on the burger, we'll get it off. Political rampage, election them call now. Mama, why me hear the youths them a ball now? Promises made, still no fulfill all now. Forget the look of vote a politician you all know. And try to spread the virus all round. A calamity in the street, politics them a war about. Oh, what I eat a gunshot them a talk about. Forget food feed to what we live like war.
I make things go easy to you.
And the massacre about. Set it off. When Chopper chop come, them off set it off. Poor people on the way, tell them to let it off. Yo, the stress on the burger, we have to get it off.
Masterpiece family, big up, you know what I'm saying. Right now, talking about the Alliance crew. All right, Bounty Killer. Shout out to my dude, Movado. Gangster for life, ready to call the anger management. Masterpiece Radio worldwide. 10 years strong. Liberty City family, stand up on this one. We're gonna
Well
squeeze it
played.
on this one. Let's go, let's go.
How about another gear, Rasta?
Go on, you break.
Anyway, youngster for life. Five-star General Bounty Killer, where you at, family? Movado, what's good? Big up everybody in the streets, you know what it is. Staying positive. Yeah, you know what it is. The real McCoy. Pull it up. Anyway, Liberty
Bad luck.
City Radio, Beachwood City, 10 years strong. Let's go. Youngster for life. And my people in the bricks. All the project crew, stand up. Let's go. Firefly crew, stand up. Let's go. Tell them they're just some baby boy. They back in half time for chat boy. Gunning at them and prepare for shot boy. Yo, they the real McCoy. They're just some baby boy. Mafia in half time for chat boy. I Russian. Anyway, you can't come from man ends and tell man about gun gun. You must know your tabernacle get gun gun. Before sundown, bring the gun come. Watch out up and
I will get the hang of this.
now it's done, tell it's a piece of it's done. Brand new machine up on my waist, I embrace me. We not chase now, in the place. Russian, put one shot in a face now. They ain't the real McCoy. They're just some baby boy. Them a talk when have time for chat boy. Gun in a way and get paid for shot boy. They ain't the real McCoy. They're just some baby boy.
That's a real shit, Rasta.
Anyway, you can't charge bad man from no house bro. Can't charge man from no cash cap. 50 million, we bring a gun shopping. You can't take time, we no fire smoke. Goes by the name of Movado. Rhythm called the anger management. Master B Radio. Worldwide. Think about the Kingston crew. Or the African crew, big up. Or the London crew. Worldwide. The second family, big up. For real. Bop! Right now it's all about Java on the Master B. Alright, we're gonna call the march out.
Just cool, big up. Liberty City, Russian mafia ready. All right now, raise it up.
That's too bad, and thing.
Shit. Damn.
Jacob be up now.
This is how we do on the big bad street music. You understand that here? Bullet, raise it up, 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 raising it up for real. Master B Radio worldwide. Bobby Connor's Liberty City family, stand up on that one for real. Right now we're going to Trinidad. He goes by the name of Bunchy Gado. Let's go.
One to you, talking the talk. Say you're a big bad man and you do some freaky things. You can't tell me nothing. Yo, there's a them have them when them bust me.
That's a fool, Rasta.
When they rise up, when they show man, when they sun off, when they sun off the thing, you see them running rapid fire. When them give me, when they pop off me, when they rise up me, when they sound off me, over there have me, over here got me. Say that them have the thing, lock down. They say that them a real bad man. Every day them walk down the street with a chrome 9. I don't know what you deal, bad man. How you murder people and you sleep with your own kind. I don't know what you deal up, man. Use your bad man road to shield up, man. How you murder people and you feel up, man. Gunshot don't heal up, man. Them boys figure. Say them happening when them busting.
Keep our eyes on the bar, Rasta.
When they let happening, if you see the crowd scatter running rapid fire. Say them happening when them busting, when them sounding, when they dig up me, over there got me.
敵を確認しました
When you hear them pop out, them say be careful when them pop the Glock out. Shoot up nose, front teeth drop out. Shoot through the parrot and clear the head back out. I don't care the MC.
Give a shout to my daughter on the check-in. Big up, big up, big up. Kiana, daddy love ya.
You go rock out.
Shout to my family, Chunky, big up. Down there, big up.
Can't talk to me, rude boy, you get black out. Be straight like a pin, and you don't get lock out. Don't tell me about how much
Shit.
you shut out. When man you a rock out. Them figure, they sound of me, how they dig up me, how them hold it, how them body. When them get me, when they like off the thing, the people running rapid fire. When them bust me, when them get me, how they like
Brass.
when they pop out it, when they shut down it, when they lick off it. Watch not trend, when you don't see that them a creep, them a creep. You not see that them boy they are freak. Boss about how they shot the boy has me.
Shit, Rasta, go easy.
Some of them do it right now as I speak. Man them a shot and boy them like beat. Ravage to human beings like white meat. Freaky things them on the white sheet. Say if them no kill them no feel complete. But a man back you want to drill like concrete. Can't find them things in a my cleat. Them tell me the bad but they take me wrong creep.
I will get the hang of this.
They say the gunshot is like a bomb drop.
It's so loud the sky open and the ground crack. One gunshot play in your ears like a soundtrack, and then score down in your head like a jump shot. How them sticking up people like thumbtack.
Radio on your box worldwide. Shout to everybody out there in the bricks. Fire, let me stand up. North Holland, stand up. Willis, big up. Shotler, big up. Liberty City Family Boss at one time. Back. 2 times easy, road quiet. You understand what I'm saying? Bungie Garland, big up worldwide. For real. Shout to everybody out there making that money. All my independent ladies making that money. It's all about making that paper. Put some food on the table.
I got one.
Watch the helicopters in the sky. Watch the cameras on the corner. Watch the people watching you. For real. But know who's watching you, for real. All right, Bungie, big up. Keeping the vibes going, Master B Radio. Let's get it poppin'.
Now
like
I will
this. Let's
deal
go.
with the black.
Play Rasta. Can you take we home?
They'll do anything.
Yo, good seeing you, Rasta.
Let's play darts, man.
Nico, you woke me. I took so much chop last night I turned into a troll. Try me at 4.
Sorry, I didn't realize you went to bed so early. You must be having a quiet night. Later.
Jesus freaking Christ. Jesus freaking Christ.
Oh, this thing
is nasty.
Oh, God! But you poisoned me!
Jesus freaking Christ.
Oh, this thing
is nasty.
Oh, God! But you poisoned me!
With a split hot dog and kettle-cooked potato chips on a fresh-baked bun, it's the most American thick burger. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Jesus. Jesus.
敵へ確認しました。
We've almost made it to Kiel.
Thanks to Sonia and Isla, it didn't suffer much damage either.
Next stop, Berlin.
So General Patton sent his men in, and they'll be waiting at Kiel?
Correct. Operation Southwind will begin swiftly. They're itching for a fight.
Well, that nest in Berlin isn't going to destroy itself.
Can you imagine how big the core in that thing is gonna be?
Yeah, and I want to crush it with my own 2 hands.
Same. As Karlslandians, it's our right.
You two are fired up about this, huh?
Yeah, so you had better not sleep through the mission.
Hey, I got up on time today.
That's because I woke you up 4 times.
5 times, actually.
This isn't a quiz. And we were late for the meeting with General Patton because of you. Mina, back me up here. Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just lost in thought. Let's hurry.
Roger!
Mina.
Hello? Be careful who you walk into, huh? Who's this idiot?
60 days of siege of sent a message to the sky. If soldiers left to die, will they hold the wall or will the city fall? Dedication, dedication, well numbered 15 to 1. And the bombs we've done and the rain has
10 seconds. A woman in Liberty City experiences the unwanted advances of a man. By the time this commercial is over, 6 women will have been sexually harassed or groomed. 3 of those will have gone all the way. Sometimes we're asking for it, playing hard to get, while secretly we're wet for it. But other times, you really us. Women may be the weaker sex, but now you can even the score with a gun.
Thursday night is Ladies' Night at the Liberty City Gun Club. Come down for the female safe in the city course and learn the fundamentals of self-defense, including reloading, aiming for the nuts, and how to garrot him in his sleep. Ladies, fire off a few rounds in the indoor lounge while you enjoy free drinks. Free drinks. Plus, all self-defense products and Kevlar tips that deflect bullets. That's right. When he tries to give you a pearl necklace, watch it ricochet in the eye. And when you come to Thursday Ladies' Night at Liberty City Gun Club, show your pair and get a pair of free drinks. The Liberty City Gun Club. Liquor, guns, and fun.
Music will set you free, especially if you can get it without paying royalties. That's America. Take what you want and ride an SUV into the sunset. Independence FM.
My God, this next one is a great track. No, only kidding. It's shite. Forgive me, I'm a little angry. My medication's sending me loopy. Best play a record. Tobacco's evil, man. It calls you back like a woman and uses you. Then you walk home in the rain, dishevelled, and listen to this next track.
I smoke more with this music shit than I ever did when I was hustling.
You ain't never lied.
From the town systems and the madness of the war. So go ahead, face it, and turn the dead. Though you die, where you lie, never asking why.
I hope you got the insurance.
Ever heard the word sorry, asshole? This isn't good for my blood pressure. And the judgment has begun. Nowhere to run. Father is on the fall, and my life feels overdone. Motherfucking shit!
Hijo de puta, nobody comes at me like that.
Hey, you! Yeah, all of you! Look at me when I'm speaking to you. You understand me? You're doomed.
He was a
You're doomed. You're all doomed. Your life of sin is over. Understand? It's over. You have two choices, folks. Two choices.
You want to die?
You can repent and be punished, or you can live.
Jesus freaking Christ.
Oh, this thing.
It's nasty.
We've almost made it to Kiel.
Thanks to Sonya and Isla, it didn't suffer much damage either. So General Patton sent his men in, and they'll be waiting at Kiel?
Correct. Operation Southwind will begin swiftly. They're itching for a fight.
Well, that nest in Berlin isn't going to destroy itself.
Can you imagine how big the core in that thing is gonna be?
Yeah, and I want to crush it with my own two hands.
Same. As Karlslandians, it's our right.
You two are fired up about this, huh?
Yeah, so you had better not sleep through the mission.
Hey, I got up on time today.
That's because I woke you up 4 times.
5 times, actually.
This isn't a quiz. And we were late for the meeting with General Patton because of you. Mina, back me up here. Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just lost in thought. Let's hurry.
Roger!
Mina.
さあ飛び立とう君の翼で迷いのない勇気の導くままに進もううまくいかないこと逃げ出し
Check out all those tanks! With an army this size, the Neuroi don't stand a chance. I'll have to thank Liberion.
If only we'd had this strength 5 years ago.
There's no point in feeling regret. We must look forward.
That's true enough.
Ladies! Nice work getting Kiel back for us.
Just doing our job, sir.
We'll handle the rest. And quickly, we're starting the march on Berlin any minute now.
You're what?
You mean literally now?
And why not? It's a straight shot to Berlin, ain't it?
How are you going to deal with the giant Neuroi nest?
With firepower, of course! We're gonna blow those suckers away! All right, boys, let's move out!
I didn't want to rain on his parade, but how do you destroy a nest from the ground?
I don't think you can. Erica! Hey! Guys, it's Ursula! Hi, sis! It's been quite some time, hasn't it? I know, what are you doing here?
If you've come to observe the battle ahead, you should know that it won't be an easy one.
Of course, that's why I've brought some inventions for you. They're gonna be weird, aren't they? Now, why would you say that? In these boxes here? Uh-huh. The helmet gun. A normal helmet, except it has a gun. The mid-air sound dam. It makes the witch's already amplified hearing even more powerful. And this is the Panzerfaust 250, a surface-to-surface rocket launcher. They're all weird.
No, the last one is pretty awesome. What happened?
Weren't the tanks going that way?
The General, no!
Welcome back. That sure was fast. So, did the meeting go all right?
We've got a new complication.
Those Neuroi bastards! They came out of nowhere! They're a
General
bunch of
Patton, please calm
yellow-bellied
down.
cheaters!
I'm glad the General's safe, but that was pretty nuts.
So the Neuroi just slammed itself right into them?
We think so, yes.
If they figured out what we're after, they're probably desperate to stop us before we gain any ground.
It's gonna be bad if they attack like that again, though.
Emergency communication from our scouts. A high-speed Neuroi is headed to Kiel from the direction of Berlin.
Oh, jeez. The same tactic?
Either way, we're launching.
Roger.
Actually, you should hold off on the launch!
And why's that?
The Neuroi has already finished its attack!
What?
That sure was fast.
All right, let's review the information we have about the high-speed Neuroi that attacked our troops. As you know, this is Wolf, the nest over Berlin. But something's changed. See at the top? This image was captured by our recon team, though they couldn't get close.
Why did it turn red?
Now when we zoom in, you can see an object departing right here.
But what could it be?
A projectile?
Oh, so those surprise attacks we got hit with came from the nest itself?
That's right. It launches rocket-type Neuroi. The first landed 4 kilometers to the southeast of Kiel. The second landed even closer to the city than the first. If they continue like this, they'll eventually destroy the port and delay our assault on Berlin. According to the recon team, 120 seconds after the cloud turns red, a new rocket-type Neuroi is launched. This occurs once a day.
The top of the nest, huh? That'll be a tough area to target.
Get too close and we'll be swarmed by Neuroi for sure.
So what do we do?
When the nest launches the rocket, it should travel upwards at first.
Correct. Then it uses its potential energy to accelerate. When it hits, it's moving faster than the speed of sound.
In other words, way too fast for our striker units to catch.
What? Then how are we supposed to beat it?
We'll hit it right before it switches from climb to dive. Right here. It's our only chance.
I see. But that's a limited time and space. Plus we'd have to get there before the Neuroi does.
Can we use rocket boosters like Sonya and I did? That might even the playing field a bit.
That would work once, but the enemy attacks every day.
No, thank you. I was sore and stiff for ages after we did that trick last time.
A jet's no good?
It'd take too long to accelerate. By the time we reach top speed, the Neuroi will have already hit its target.
So we need a striker unit with super high acceleration that can match the rocket's speed without using boosters.
Does that even exist? I don't think my P-51H can pull that off.
Let me help. Ursula?
Do you know a unit we could use?
The ME-163 Comet. And this is it?
It has a strange shape.
It has a unique engine that uses a fuel mix of magic power and high-density ether. That seems sane enough. Its acceleration and top speed should provide exactly... Oh, my undies got wet!
Oh, there. I'll protect you.
It's volatile enough to melt clothing. Please be careful.
You could have told us that before.
My fault for thinking it would be normal. No thanks! This thing is way too dangerous for us to use.
Well, if you ask me, speed and danger are a match made in heaven. This is a job for yours truly.
You just want an excuse to go fast.
Huh? Make Hartman do it. She's your twin.
Leave it to me.
Let's begin the test flight. Your target is this pencil rocket. You'll train until you can catch up and destroy it.
Roger that.
Launching.
The acceleration is insane. I can barely keep steady.
Awfully cloudy today.
That's true, but it's nothing her spatial awareness magic can't overcome.
Grid H5546 to T8447. Right over there.
Wow. That's Mina for you.
Are you okay? Did something happen up there? She can barely stand. Why did you make her use this thing, Ursula?
If it eats up magic power like a jet, you should have told us in the first place.
It doesn't. Thanks to the unique fuel mix, it shouldn't take up any more magic than a regular striker unit.
I just lost my balance a bit. And Ursula is correct.
You're sure?
Yes, the plan works. And I'm clearly the most qualified witch to carry it out.
Wait?
It's yummy!
The grilled salmon's a nice touch.
You guys seen Mina? Is she not coming?
She said she would eat later. Mina, I think we need to talk.
Sorry, there's not enough room for two.
This mission worries me.
I told you, I lost my balance is all.
Or you're losing your magic power and you're trying to hide it from us. I thought as much.
Look, I'm all right. I can fly just fine.
Mina, please let me take over. A commander can't put herself in danger like this.
Could anyone else keep the comet under control while tracking a high-speed target? Could you accomplish that?
Of course, and that goes for the others as well. We just need proper training.
There's no time for that. It will be catastrophic if that Nuroi hits Keel. Our entire operation will be sidelined. I'm the only one who can do it. It's now or never.
The rocket-type Nuroi just struck 3 kilometers southeast of Keel. Damage is unknown.
There's the third one.
This is where the third attack landed earlier. Our predictions were correct. Soon enough, they'll hit Keel. We have to take action soon.
Unfortunately, the comet can't remain in the air for long, so we won't be able to hover in range and wait for the enemy to launch.
So we should take action after the top of the nest turns red, correct?
We wouldn't make it to the interception point in time. We need to get closer to the nest before we start waiting. our best bet is to use this section of the Autobahn as our launch point.
We're really going that close to the nest?
If we're that audacious about it, won't they notice us?
Not if we go by land, and we'll travel at night. If we're careful and keep our numbers to a minimum, the enemy won't likely see us.
Obviously you'll be part of the team, but who's with you?
You can count me in.
And me too!
Your magic hasn't recovered from your last mission. Are you sure this is smart?
Well, you need a driver for the truck, right? Might as well be me.
Then it's settled, and we can have Ursula go along as our mechanic.
Roger.
We'll be heading out tonight, ladies. Everything ready?
Uh-huh. Good luck, you guys! Neuroi recon units. Seems going by land was the right call. Mina!
Shh. They're gone now. What is it, Hartman?
They witnessed a fourth attack from the rocket-type Neuroi, 1 kilometer south of Kiel.
That means the next one will hit the city then. We need to hurry to the launch point.
Let's stay cool. If we move now, they'll find us.
Can't believe you're the one telling me to calm down.
Well, what can I say? We all have our moments.
Blech, I hate rye bread. It's so tough. Let's show a little tolerance, okay?
Once we freed Antwerpen, I thought for sure we would be storming Berlin in no time at all. But nothing is ever that easy, is it?
We're almost there now, aren't we?
Yep, because everyone's been working so hard.
You're right. I can't thank the members of the 501st enough for their efforts.
What a ride.
Blech, this coffee is so bitter. Because it's not real coffee, it's actually made from dandelion root. Well, that's stupid. I want real coffee.
I have some, but it's back in my room.
Oh, what? Why didn't you bring it?
How about this? I'll make you some once we return to base.
Don't make promises. You'll bring bad luck.
It'll be fine. Just another mission. And as a treat, once we take Berlin, we can all go to a cafe.
With cake?
Certainly.
Yippee!
We should be close to the nest any minute now.
This should be a perfect spot to launch.
Wolf.
The enemy isn't preparing an attack just yet.
So far, this has gone according to plan.
Let's set everything up now. How much longer?
The fuel's almost loaded. 1 sec.
The observation team estimates we have at least an hour till the next Neuroi launch. We'll make it.
They what? And you confirmed it?
What's wrong?
The top of the nest has changed color and it's about to attack!
What?
She's right! It turned bright red!
They can speed up the launch?
Maybe the enemy noticed us on the way over here.
Is the fuel loaded?
Not yet. 90 seconds.
That's way too tight.
And I got more bad news! There's a Neuroi coming straight for us! Looks like one of the super fast ones, like we fought back at Hamburg!
Give me a break!
How much longer?
1 minute!
We gotta intercept it! Hartman, it's time to go!
Roger that!
Be careful!
We'll protect Mina!
These guys are a massive pain!
I got you!
No!
It slipped past!
30 seconds left! Oh no!
Ursula, no!
How's the comet?
No need to worry. It's safe thanks to you.
Leave my sister alone!
Damn, it's too fast! What already?
Fuel charge complete. Hurry! Here it goes!
Launching! H8542 T6613. Gotcha. Down you go!
Suck on this, you jerk!
It worked!
We nailed it!
Mission success. Heading back.
How's your fuel?
It's just fine. More than enough to get home.
I'm beat. You got any chocolate for me?
After we get back to the base.
What?
What the hell is it doing?
Huh? Is something up?
Multiple rocket-type Neuroi have emerged from inside of the nest.
How did they do that?
There's enough of them to raise Keel to the ground. I have to destroy them.
You don't have enough fuel left. You need to pull away.
If you run out, you'll fall straight into the nest!
Are you listening?
I have a job to do here. Take care of the rest.
Mina, stop! No!
A little more. Hang in there just a little longer. I got it.
敵へ確認しました。
I know I promised. I'm sorry. You'll be going home without me.
行き交う人にも祝福されたい。Mina!
You saved me. I'd given up.
What's wrong with you? You still owe Erica that coffee, damn it! And we're eating cake in Berlin once this is done! So don't tell us to take care of the rest! I won't follow a stupid order like that!
Thanks, Trudy.
Yeah, you better be sorry, Mina.
Erica, I was being foolish. You two are right.
Well, as long as you learned your lesson.
Okay, it's time to head home. I'm hungry. Excellent work! Uh-oh.
Did you just spill the fuel?
Yeah!
Oh no! My clothes are melting! Is there something to wear? Anything!
I didn't think to bring a change of clothes with me.
Ursula! Just get in the jeep!
It's so beautiful.
Operation Southwind is about to begin. Miyafuji, Hattori, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am! Me and Miyafuji fighting side by side. I won't let you down this time.
On the next strike, witches. Shizuka, come in. I'm counting on both of you.
Jesus freaking Christ.
Oh, this thing is nasty. Ew. Oh, God. But you poisoned me!
With a split hot dog and kettle-cooked potato chips on a fresh-baked bun, it's the most American thick burger. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Oh, hell yeah. She's out, Doc.
ION. Submission.
This is great. This is awesome. And it's boom drop time for Kofi. With an RKO out of nowhere. All hail the queen. What is this maniac doing? The dead man has risen. Oh, no. What is that smell? If you smell what the Rock is cooking. Champion! We got a new champion!
Terrorists, assassins, mafia bosses, serial killers. The Russian courts have given them the maximum penalty: life imprisonment. Here, that really means until the end of their lives. They are all imprisoned on Fire Island, the island of the damned. For centuries, during the time of the SARS, the prison was a monastery. Now, it houses 200 dangerous criminals. No one has ever managed to escape.
Our walls are between 80 and 150 centimeters thick. You can't dig a hole through them overnight without being noticed.
The island is surrounded by water and swampland. In the summer, temperatures reach 35 degrees Celsius. In winter, they can fall to -30. There are inmates in this northern Russian maximum security prison who would prefer the death penalty to continuing their incarceration here.
At the moment, I'd prefer the firing squad. What have I got to live for anyway?
A paid job in the prison sewing shop is a privilege. Those who conform are allowed to work here. Those who don't can only escape the boredom of their cells during yard time. Pacing round and round in tiny, inhuman cages for the rest of their lives. Fire Island is reserved for those men who committed their crimes with particularly lower motives and extreme cruelty.
At 3:05 p.m., cell number 8, wing 4. Captain Dimitriov, open up.
Prisoner, hands behind your back.
Yuri Levanov, convicted under Section 2 of Articles 105, 103. Sentence was passed on March 24, 2016. In cell 8, there are 8 inmates. 3 are at work. Turn to face me. Good morning. We'll now search your cell for forbidden items. No forbidden items here. Turn your back to me. We're putting the handcuffs on.
Sharp and pointed items are forbidden. They could be used as weapons or tools for escaping.
Come out here. Face the wall.
Other side.
Any prohibited items on you?
No.
Articles 105 and 103 of the Russian Criminal Code deal with murder. Sex offender and killer Levanov cruelly and brutally murdered his girlfriend. Guards search Levanov's cell. They're looking for anything that could be used as a weapon or a means of escape. All larger objects are fixed into place to prevent them from being used in a riot situation, says the deputy prisoner governor.
All secured. The beds are welded to the floor. Cells like these always accommodate 3 or 4 inmates. The only place with any privacy is the toilet. That's bolted to the floor too. The lights, plumbing system, it all works. The ventilator gets rid of the smoke very quickly. We can also see everything the men do in their cells through the security cameras. And we can maintain contact with the prisoners through an intercom system without any risk to ourselves.
Move it. Go in here, then face me. Take the handcuffs off.
In this cell, psychologists and profilers normally work with the prisoners. They compile offender profiles for crime prevention purposes.
I've committed rape and murder in a very cruel way.
What do you mean by very cruel?
I abused my girlfriend. Don't know what to say. I injured her internal organs as well.
What does that mean?
I'm ashamed to speak about it.
What did you do?
I tore her internal organs out with my bare hands.
Levanov committed his first sex offense at the age of 17.
As a juvenile, Levanov was convicted of abusing a 9-year-old girl. He tried to rape her. She was the daughter of his brother's partner.
Pictures from Russian television. Levanov had to serve a 4-year term in prison for child abuse. Back outside, he murdered Alena Sorkina in a garage yard in the central Russian city of Saransk. Levanov had met the 21-year-old on the internet. Then, as he told the police, he lured the woman here to carry out sexual experiments with her. Then, suddenly, he completely lost control. Levanov shows the officers where and how he committed the murder.
At first, I hit her in the face a few times.
Why? Asks one of the officers.
So she wouldn't put up any resistance.
This police video is admissible as evidence in court.
We had a psychiatric assessment done in a clinic, and the doctors concluded he was of completely sound mind when he committed the crime. And that is still the case today.
For this murder, for particularly lower motives, Levanov was sentenced to 23 years in a prison camp. The state prosecutors appealed, demanding life imprisonment instead, and they were successful. In Russia, life imprisonment literally means detention until the day you die. Theoretically, after 25 years, there's a chance to be released for good behavior or mitigating circumstances. And that's what Levanov is hoping for. He claims that at the time of the offense, he was not responsible for his actions because he was under the influence of drugs.
I smoked spice during my first prison term. And after I was released, I used it more often. It's so easy to get. The dealers just leave it in a prearranged place. One dose costs 1,500 or 2,000 rubles. This synthetic stuff changes you, makes you aggressive. And time just starts racing.
2,000 rubles, or about 28 euros. Reduced responsibility, remorse, good behavior. That's the strategy Levanov hopes may enable him to leave Fire Island after 25 years. Up to now, no one who has been sentenced to life imprisonment in Russia has ever been released. When the time comes, much will depend on the assessments of psychologists. Ognieny Ostrov, the Fire Island, is Russia's oldest maximum security prison. Surrounded by sparsely populated marshlands, the once Orthodox monastery looms above Lake Novozero, similar to Alcatraz in San Francisco Bay. The penitentiary IK-5 lies around 600 kilometers north of Moscow, surrounded by the 12-square-kilometer lake. The neighboring island of Sladky, which means sweet, is mainly home to prison guards. Many of them still live in run-down wooden huts from Soviet days. In some places on Lake Novozero, time seems to have stood still. The monastery was founded on the island by Saint Cyril in the 16th century, and because torches burned there at night, the people in the surrounding villages came up with the name Island of Fire. The October Revolution in 1917 swept the largely atheist Bolsheviks to power. They drove out the monks and converted the monastery into a gulag for enemies of the state. In 1994, Fire Island became a maximum security prison for dangerous criminals, a place of no return. Igor Dashkovsky is the deputy prison governor. He's been working on Fire Island for 11 years and knows it like the back of his hand. Security rounds. Several times a day, prison guards check the walls and fences. Exclusion zone. No admission.
Мы находимся рядом со входом учреждения.
We are here at the entrance to the prison. Detained behind these walls, there are 189 men. Each of them has been sentenced to life. Terrorists, serial killers, sex offenders, gang bosses, and murderers. They've committed a variety of crimes. Come with me. Right behind the entrance is the prison's administration. The administration and the prisoners' wing are right next to each other because we are on a small island. When the building was a monastery, there used to be water here. Boats went through the north gate directly to the Church of the Resurrection of Christ. Now we're going into the living quarters.
By living quarters, Dashkovsky means the maximum security cells in the former Church of the Resurrection. Checkpoint 2. Prisoner's Wing.
The living area is relatively compact, with 4 buildings. Wing 4 was renovated 2 years ago. Foundations and walls are historic. This is the former monastery church of the Resurrection of Christ. Here on the right is Wing 1. It's currently being renovated. All the buildings, meanwhile, have running water and are connected to the sewerage system. There are new security cameras everywhere, and we recently installed a ventilation system. Come with me.
The ventilation system means that during the warmer seasons, at least some of the windows can be kept closed. Because once the snow is gone, clouds of mosquitoes from the neighboring marshes plague the entire island. In the summer, temperatures can reach 35 degrees Celsius. In winter, they can fall to -30.
Давай.
Comrade Lieutenant Colonel, nothing to report. In this wing, there are 88 prisoners. 21 present the risk of escape.
We're in Wing 4, which, as I said, underwent a complete refurbishment 2 years ago. During the building work, we discovered historic frescoes and had them restored. This one is Methodius. And there's also a Cyril fresco that's been preserved.
Why was a monastery like this converted into a prison?
It was an obvious choice because of its location on an island. Water is the perfect escape barrier. Up to now, there hasn't been one serious attempt to escape. That's because beyond the lake, there are only swamps and forests. And so no one knows which direction to take. Our monastery walls are between 80 and 150 centimeters thick. There's no way anyone can dig a hole through them overnight without being noticed. It's not realistic. In each wing, there is at least one bathroom. The inmates of each cell all go to the showers together. That's 3 or 4 men at a time. When they've finished, the next one goes in, one cell after the other. It's for security reasons. The hot water comes from the boilers. There are 45 lifers in this building. Each of them takes a shower twice a week.
Are there security cameras here as well?
No, they have their privacy here. The guard locks this door and checks everything through this window. Video surveillance in the bathroom is against the law. This is our medical wing. That's Viktor Sergeyevich. He's in charge. On the left and right are the treatment rooms. This is the isolation room. If an inmate catches something infectious, he's put in this cell, so he won't pass it on to anyone else. We can treat dental problems as well. The doctor comes once a month, or more often if it's needed. And if any inmates need an injection or an intravenous drip, that all happens in this room.
The Island of Fire, an almost self-sufficient maximum security prison in the middle of nowhere. Only food supplies need to be delivered. There's even a sewing shop. It stands on the site of old Russian Orthodox graves.
In the monastery, there was a graveyard, of course. When we built the sewing shop, we found this gravestone. Lieutenant Colonel Dmitry Timoshin died 10th December 1858.
Cells for dangerous criminals in the Church of the Resurrection of Christ. Frescoes in the prison computer room. The founder of the monastery, Cyril of Novozero. Many former atheist inmates have meanwhile found solace in the Russian Orthodox faith. The murderer, Mikhail Bukharov, has documented his path to religion in tattoos. He stabbed an acquaintance 48 times, more or less dismembering him. He was afraid the acquaintance would press charges against him after committing a robbery.
Can you see who's holding this being in his hand? The devil. Yes, the devil or evil. What's this tattoo got to do with God? Nothing. I did it before I'd found God. And when did you find your faith? 3 years after the tattoo on my back. Is that prisoner you? Yes, above me is God, who forgives our sins. And you really are religious today? Yes. So you found your way to God in prison? Yes, after the sentence of death by firing squad. When was that? 1994. Why wasn't the sentence carried out? Because there was a moratorium on death penalties. When? I think it was 1994. So the death penalty converted you? Yes.
The moratorium on the death penalty has been in force in Russia since 1996. Bukharov, meanwhile, is in favor of it ending.
At the moment, I would prefer to be shot. What am I supposed to do here? What have I got to live for? There's always the chance of parole after 25 years. What chance? It's all just theory. Some have been here for 30 years. Nobody gets out alive.
Bukharov believes the only way he'll leave Fire Island is in a coffin, because he committed a particularly brutal murder. For him, the 48 stab wounds are a death penalty in installments. Seven o'clock in the morning. The early shift takes over. More patrols. Walls and fences are checked again. In the prison sewing shop, too, the working day begins. The prisoners here are volunteers. The job is a privilege. Anyone hoping to get out after 25 years does his best to get his hands on one of the few sewing machines to earn money for a life in freedom. Sex offender and killer Levanov firmly believes he will leave the island alive one day. He stoically endures all the strict security measures. The men make life jackets, souvenirs, and working clothes for a private company in Moscow. About 100 euros a month is the top salary on the prison island.
These are things we make here. Souvenirs, life jackets, for children too. Working clothes for medical staff, building workers, security staff, and welders. With a lining for winter. And rucksacks.
What do the prisoners do with the money?
They're paid based on performance. They can save the money or use it to buy food in our shop. Or they can send it to relatives.
Some inmates, like Levanov, also make so-called compensation payments to the relatives of their victims.
I have to pay compensation because I was sued for damages.
Who sued you?
The victim's mother.
How much did you have to pay?
2,000 to 3,000, depending on what I earn.
Rubles?
Yes.
Every month?
Yes.
For how long?
10 to 15 years.
How much is that altogether?
2 million rubles.
2 million rubles is the equivalent of about 28,600 euros. After work, they go out to the exercise yard. 2 hours are allowed each day, but only a few of them take full advantage of this opportunity. In winter, there's usually an icy wind blowing off Lake Navazaro. And in summer, the inmates are plagued by countless mosquitoes. Their yard time takes place in these small, rusty cages. That's the extent of their freedom of movement. In human conditions. 1 prisoner to each cage.
Move it. Up against the wall. So, now go in.
Most guards know roughly what crimes the prisoners have committed, but don't really bother with the details. A matter of self-protection, so they don't become emotionally brutalized themselves.
Analyzing crimes is a psychologist's job. It's for them to say whether a lifer is theoretically mature enough to be allowed out on parole after 25 years. I keep out of it most of the time. Otherwise, all this filth would drive me crazy. Lots of the murders are simply just barbaric.
Daylight. A few steps without handcuffs and no cellmates to disturb him. Sex offender and killer Levanov tries to keep himself alive mentally through the power of positive thinking.
Life imprisonment has nothing to do with the end of your life. Every human being lives, learns, works, and despite all the adversities, tries to start a new chapter in their lives.
Wouldn't the death penalty spare you a lot?
No, not everyone would want to die. Not even in a situation like this. I love my life and don't want to lose it.
With the brutality of their crimes, murderers like Levanov have clearly crossed a line. That's the main criticism of the deputy prison governor.
As a human being, I'm in favor of him being executed for the brutal murder of his girlfriend. As a prison officer, I'm against the death penalty. Because as a lifer, he's confronted with his crime every day, every minute of his life. And in line with current practice, that will continue until the day he dies.
Come out now. Any prohibited items on you?
No.
Many prison officers consider life imprisonment to be harder punishment than death. These men don't believe that Levanov will ever be released. They think his remorse and admission of guilt are just an act, with every action and reaction geared precisely to securing his release in 25 years, thus escaping his responsibility. The sex offender and killer's relatives obviously take a similar view. None of them want anything to do with Levanov. Some contact would certainly be possible. Even personal meetings between offender and family are possible on Fire Island. The only condition is that the prison authorities must have no security concerns. Only those showing good behavior can expect permission to receive visitors. There are even special small apartments for these visits in the former monastery.
We have 2 apartments where inmates and their families can meet. In the first 10 years of imprisonment, it's once a year for 3 days. After that, for good behavior, 2 such visits can be arranged per year. This is the children's room. A maximum of 2 adults and 1 child are allowed to visit. They have to present documents showing that they're close relatives. Here's the kitchen. And back here are the toilet and shower.
How can you guarantee that a prisoner on a life sentence won't do any harm? Harm to his wife or his parents.
We can't guarantee anything. That's why every inmate is screened thoroughly before any kind of meeting takes place. If we think there won't be any problems, we give the green light.
Has anything ever happened?
No, the prisoners have enough brains not to do anything. After all, it's their wives, parents, and children visiting them. During the approval process, we check through all their letters. We make sure there are no insults going back and forth. We check everything.
Besides Fire Island, there are 5 other maximum security prisons in Russia. In these institutions, almost 2,000 men are serving life sentences. Maximum security.
you